Hello! Welcome to teamfortress.tv. Sorry for the delay, we've had a host of technical issues, AWOLcaster, to mobile internet, to broken STV servers, but we're here now. The game has not started yet, we're here to watch Epsilon versus Fenneks in its ETF2L week match. John on the stream after is missing in action. I've got eFug casting with me, and it looks like we're going to be on Viaduct for the first match. With a new look Epsilon roster, and a change on Fenneks' side as well. So, eFug, why don't you talk me through the changes that have occurred to these rosters?
So, on the Fenneks lineup, there's little that has changed in the beginning of the season, so they're just going to run the same team as where you have Skijo Medic, GF18 and Walkout, Killari and Salmon Soldiers. The only change in Fenneks is that they changed Klar from Pocket Soldier, and he's now been booted off the team, and Salmon has come back in. On Epsilon, there's been major changes from the recent one, which was... we actually started here now.
So live, yeah. Basically, on the demo, Boxes to Medic, Tech is in on Pocket. So we're going to the first mid right now. It's going to be Viaduct. It's going to be a pretty chaotic mid. Fenneks are on the run on the blue. Everyone's arriving to mid right now. No one's really going aggressive yet, not a whole lot of damage. Fenneks have taken slightly more. Tech is absolutely denied from going aggressive. And the Fenneks players are getting all the frags, one for team, one for Killari. And Epsilon just going to have to back this up right now. No crit streak on either side either, and they're just getting completely pressured out. Fenneks maybe trying quite hard to pressure this, but they might have overextended there. Rib and Salmon both going to go down, overextending.
It's a really slow mid for them right now, and it looks like Epsilon will slowly take back. They just need their players to move forwards with the heals right there. They have the health advantage, so they should be moving forward and taking ground. Fenneks are low on the Uber as well, and there's going to be an equal Uber situation after this. So right now there's just, you have, who's that soldier who jumped in, the one in the Demon soldier in, so it looks like they're doing some kind of sort of suicide here from the Fenneks while they still have the Uber. I find that really weird.
It looks like they're just kind of playing the long game, you know, they've got Epsilon's Uber out of them for, you know, just for a couple of players, so I imagine they want to re-push for their Uber advantage, but it looks like Epsilon have pushed forward to the forward hole. But they all seem to be on the left-hand side right now, so if Fenneks come out the other door, it should be pretty easy. Just the Demo Man on the far right. Soldier's going to try and launch out, Salmon's trying to charge. The rest of the players are coming through main, and they've Ubered right now, but they're not getting a lot done with this Uber so far. They're trying to find some damage, they get missed, even that's all they get. They're chasing pretty hard. Nox will go down. Rib jumps aggressively, finishing them up with a sticky, following up Killari's damage. Fenneks are going to get the point right now, but it looks like Epsilon might just want to go all in for this. In jumps War. War gets the medic, and the Epsilon aggression here just beating back Fenneks.
Yeah, like Fenneks got really little time on the point there, and I think Epsilon should have gone a bit further forward and getting those frags, but they ended up losing both Mixie and Kyler and Mike in the end, so couldn't really move forward. And as you can see, Fenneks are just taking the time here.
Yeah,
but Epsilon are doing the right thing in delaying them the point a lot.
Is Nox on crits, or is he's just building quicker?
He's just building.
Yeah, looks like he's just. Yeah, he got a spawn as well. Walters is on sniper, and we've also got Tech on sniper right now. Both quite formidable snipers on their day, so it'll be interesting to see how Nat battle lines up. As just the Epsilon on the balcony right now. One headshot onto Rib now from Tech, and Tech's getting quite a lot of room right now. He's going to have a sniper duel with Walters. Neither one's going to hit the first shot, and it seems to be stalemating out. They wait for the snipers to duel. Walters will get headshot, but thanks to that buff, he's going to survive. And Speedy's just going to stand there, buffing him back up to re-engage with a sniper fight. Meanwhile, War and Nox are going to trade Ubers with Rib and Skeed. Both demo men just getting flashed on the point, not a whole lot of damage. Epsilon having to multi a bit. Tech's going to get the first sniper frag, and another one. He wins the sniper. Tech with P. Tech just wrecking them right now. Nox and Mike will go down, but thanks to Tech sniping, they've got a huge player advantage.
Yeah, right now, the only thing Fenneks has to do is just wait for the respawns, build the Uber, maybe do a suicide run, and then contest the point again. But they really need to win these matches where they're fighting on the point. They really need to win that in order to get the time on their advantage. Because right now, they're just equally grounded, and Epsilon has the upper hand by getting the point when they need it.
Yeah, looks like they want to start this fight straight away again. Mike's going to try and jump Rib on the point. Mike's going to actually end up getting getting Salmon and Kalari and the Scout are going to arrive to fight Nat. And Epsilon just yemming it pretty hard. Walters gets one headshot. It's now 4v3 in favour of Epsilon. But Ski just closer to Uber, but he's only got Rib and the Sniper with him to defend himself. But it looks like they still want to take this fight, even though the Epsilon have the Scouts. Walters is going to dome Mitz. The Uber will be popped by the Scout. Kyler's going to run behind to make some ground going. They will finish for Cap, but that's all they're going to get. Kyler for fun was cleaned up behind, but now Epsilon have a big advantage. Tech's still on Sniper.
Yeah, the key here is that Epsilon has the Uber advantage. They can, literally with this Uber advantage, they can give Fenneks maybe 10 to 20 seconds on a point. And Skis goes down, that makes it even better.
Yeah, Tech gets the headshot. Now a lot of pressure on Nox right now. Nox will survive, 90% on him. 4v4 right now, but no heals on the Fenneks side. All we have to do is be wary of them. It should be a free cap for the healthy Epsilon players.
And Misley goes down on the side to Kilari and GF18. It seems like they're a really proper flanker, but it won't work in the it won't do that much compared to what it's already done. So it's just keeping people occupied right now.
I mean, it's delayed them a bit, but what they really needed was to force Nox, and Nox is just tucked away. We've got his full Uber. Now Fenneks are running out of time. Walters gets one headshot there, but Rib is completely isolated. And there's a soldier behind, and Nox will be forced. He's quite far forward. Tech's going to clean up some players with a Sniper. Really messy fight now, but they have negotiated themselves an Uber advantage. But with only 17 seconds left, it's not going to matter. They just have to go as soon as they get the spawns right now.
If not earlier, like this should be Epsilon's. I think Fenneks are too slow right there. They should already be in. They only have 4 seconds on them. Epsilon just cleaning up the set, and it should be this.
I know Clara's getting some damage out right now. Only trays, but Tech lining off those shots from afar cleans them up. Pretty close, you know. Like I was worried it would be maybe a little bit of a roll, even with having to use Mitzi as their backup Mitzi on Scout instead of Bash. Obviously, like War's new to the team. I think Tech played for show matches with him, but some PCWs. But I don't think he's been in the team that long. Not much experience with them. As we go into the second mid right now, Fenneks coming again. They won the first mid. They'll be hoping to repeat that feat right there. A lot of damage being traded right now. A couple of weak players on both sides, but no one goes down just yet. Soldiers, Mike's going to try and come in and get aggressive, but Fenneks have a lot of it now. War's now isolated on the point. War will go down, but Epsilon got better frags out of this. But Fenneks do it for point position. Now a Scout's coming in for Skeege. He will land the meat shot on Skeege to take him down, and now the rest of the Epsilon players are coming back in with the heal advantage, and Mitzi and Kyler are just cleaning everything up.
The key in this game is that we see it over and over again, like Skeege are dying while Nox stays alive, so Epsilon can afford to lose 2 people for that medic, because in the end, with the heal advantage, they can just slowly walk into them. And another thing now is that you said Tech is fairly new to this team, but he's already showing himself to be really worth a really valuable asset with that Sniper.
Yeah, everyone knows how good Tech is. As I was just seeing Rib launching in right now, launches over the medic and we'll get body shot. Kalari goes down as well. I'm not sure where Nox is, but I think is he still far forward, Demo Man? As GF18 actually backstabs War, who was watching a sticky trap. But that's not what they wanted though. They needed the force out of Nox really, and now they're just going to be able to regain their forward position. And Ski does Uber now, but they're going to walk straight into the high ground soldier, the Epsilon side. Soldier gets juggled up, we'll have to pop off first. The Ubers are traded, but the Ubers are traded really far away from the point as GF18 gets another backstab, wreaking havoc as Spy right now. Looks like Mitzi's timed out or something as he goes down, and now Fenneks wants to push forward onto the point. Tech gets a kill on Kalari, but Rib's still trying to make his way forward. There's a soldier on the far right who might be looks like he wants to initiate fight here, but Mike's all over him. Tech's going to headshot Rib as well. GF18 he's on the medic as well. We'll finally take GF18, ending that kill streak. Now Fenneks are quite far forward on the point, and War's trying to delay him, but he's just got to buy time now, waiting for his scout. Mike goes down on the flank, but they might be afraid for the scouts here. Kalari's got some nice damage though. Fenneks are doing quite well here. They're really just keeping Epsilon in that corner, not really allow War or the scouts to do that much damage. Now War's going to try and come forward, but he's taking a lot of damage. They need to focus fire here. Kalari's going to get War. GF18 and Kalari are going to combine for Kyler, and really good focus fire there from Fenneks to win that fight.
But again, Nox doesn't die, so they will only give Fenneks a few seconds, maybe 30 seconds at most, before they actually push in again and make make him have to fight for this point. So in the end, like, they really need to get that off the board in order to keep holding the point.
And they're pretty close and they force Epsilon already. Mike's going to try and jump in on Ski. Ski's is on 90%, it's going to have to pop straight away, but it means the Uber players can come straight back into the fight here. Here they all come, launching forward. Not a whole lot of damage really from the Uber. I think the Fenneks players are weaker. He's going to get 2. Mike's going to get a 3rd there as Mike cleaning everything up. We're going to have a shotgun now as well. That's a 4K for Mike, and Fenneks are going to wipe off the back of that. Really poor Uber went out from Fenneks when they did, like, they had the advantage with it and they just blew it completely.
I think Epsilon will get like around 40 seconds at least before they have to fight for this now. There might be a suicide run coming from Fenneks. Yeah, they're coming on the left side.
I think they're just pushing it. It looks like Skeej wants to go halfway before there's any Uber. They're trying to isolate the soldier. Mike's going to go down pretty early. That's good from Fenneks so far. The soldiers are arriving now, and Epsilon just seem like they want to wait for Uber right now, but Fenneks might be able to steal the point. Skeej is quite far forward. We could be in trouble. And Tech is scoping in his direction. Salmon's going to go down. They do get the cap. But Skeej is still quite far forward on the point and really weak, and Epsilon are just going to bait them onto the point there, Uber onto them and clean up all the frags. Just Kalari left fighting a scout. Kalari can't find the rockets, just getting pistol down. I think he's just going to have to back out now, cut his losses.
What's really interesting what Epsilon is doing is that they're giving the point to Fenneks. While kind of defending the point, they have better spawns. So if they lose people while they're falling a bit back and give the Fenneks the point, they always have the better spawns afterwards to defend the point, to recapture the middle point with.
Yeah, Fenneks coming out from the middle door again and wanting to go non-Ubered, but the fighting's pretty scattered and Epsilon might just be able to surround them and crush them here right now. War's above them. War does so much damage. Kyler and Mitzi are going to claim a fraggy on Nox and a demo man, but Fenneks just can't land any damage. Kalari's going to fail his jump in completely. He's going to get eaten up by Mike as well. The scout's going to run in now. It's like a conga line as Mike airshots down Walters. A conga line of death. And now Tech trying to scope in that spawn. Tech may be overextending there, walking to the enemy spawn, but it's just a lot more comfortable from Epsilon in this round. They Uber into spawn to get all the Beaven frags. Mike calls GG.
Never mind, LOL.
Mike can't count to 3. Pretty good with the rockets, not so good with numbers. We're going to go to the 3rd middle here, and Fenneks is really... Like, they have a few good exchanges, but Nox is just surviving a lot more than Skeej, and it just means long term they can't hold on to a point. As Rib's trying to get pretty aggressive straight off. Soldier's going to try and follow up on that mid. Epsilon are pinned back here, but they do have a better health. And now with Walters going down, that could be the catalyst for Epsilon to come forward. Though War does go down, good work GF18 again. Now the scouts from Epsilon are trying to make their way in, but Rib and GF18 combining to trade right now. Rib's doing so much work on the middle. They can keep that scout off Rib, but they can't. Kyler's going to get him as well. Skeej has deserted his team. Just Kalari left. Surely he's going to go down. Skeej will meet up with respawning Walters. And again, another convincing, like, Fenneks are getting the good early ground, but they're trading too much health for it, and Epsilon are able to just come back out at them when Fenneks overextend.
Yeah, it looked really nice for Fenneks. Like, they got the early pick on the wall, but later on, like, they just went too far ahead and didn't heal up the players, and that's what Epsilon won on, just health advantage.
As here come all the Fenneks players coming in now, Rib's going awfully deep, trying to get onto Nox, but Nox is going to keep surfing away. The rest of the Fenneks players are coming, but they all simply fighting their own kind of one-on-one, which they're all losing right now. Every single player went to force fair except for Skeej, and they all die, and Nox still has 100%. Like, I think they're over-focused on War. Like, they're doing well to focus War, but then there's too many other players. When you look at Kylie, you look at Mike, who can just sort of explode out and do a load of damage. So they're kind of going all in for War, and it's just allowing the rest of the players on the Epsilon team to clean them up. As Nox actually pops net to save Mike. Mike was getting out. Miscommunication between the combo net from Epsilon, and Epsilon going to try and walk it into spawn, but they won't be able to force Fenneks, who will want to come out this left-hand side. Check the stickies, cleared for stickies. Fenneks now have an advantage. A really clear one, but you have to get in this push right, get the frags out of it. Maybe even get Nox if possible. Here they come, but War gets the drop with a sticky trap, and it looks like it's going to be a wipe once again. Wow. The clearest advantage Fenneks have had in this whole game, and it gets taken away from them with one click of War's mouse.
It's just a matter of, like, Fenneks splitting the players up too much and Epsilon staying really well together. Because it means that whenever they try to go for him, they just have, or go for Epsilon rather, they just have Mike and War and Kyler to go through, and it's just too much for them to handle.
Yeah, here comes another suicide wave. They're getting some better frags, but Skeej actually dies on this suicide. But the Fenneks team have done a really good job of pressuring them back. They may have lost their medic, but Nox doesn't have it yet. Tech's doing a good job of defending his medic right now. Tech's just trying to clean everything up by himself right now. Tech's getting 2, winning all his one-on-ones. A sniper and a big headshot onto GF18 as GF18 tries to pressure him. GF18 with the bitter K in chat. As Epsilon is still hanging on to this point, not giving it up once so far. Walters is absolutely trapped. He's going to go down, and once again, Nox survives. Nox has Uber, and Fenneks going to have to try and make it work against the Uber advantage. And they're just completely scattered now. They're even going to Uber in. War's trying to chase down Skeege with pipes. Skeege is trapped him, but Bottle's coming out. War's still chasing Skeege with a bottle, but he runs into a scout, and Walters is going to kill him. Kind of nice to see from Skeege. War missed his shots, but it's all really in vain because the cap time's been in Epsilon's control this entire time.
Yeah, it's just been gradually more and more in Epsilon's favour this match. What's really interesting to see the earlier part was that Tech could handle defending the point himself while Nox just went for the spawn.
Yeah, I mean, Fenneks coming in doing some nice aggressive work, will get Mike down, and they will get the cap back with 4 seconds remaining, but they need basically a perfect run now to hold it for these remaining 2 minutes and 50 seconds. The scout maybe gets trapped out on the right, but Fenneks don't really seem to have like a solid holding position. They're all kind of just moving around the point, trying to focus whatever comes at them. They don't really have like a set holding structure. It looks a little bit more stable now, but Nox is going to have Uber soon, and we're going to try and push through. Tech just go down, that's sniper threat eliminated by Salmon. Good roaming work there. And now it looks like Epsilon are going to try and come in even with a player down. They're taking a lot of damage. Mike's going to get dropped by Nox. Nox hanging on to the Uber though. A lot of damage being exchanged. Nox is going to have to pop now, but War's spent most of his ammo. He's not going to get a whole lot done for Ski Jubers to try and chase down the players. Soldiers going in, Ribs going in as well. Nox will not escape, and neither will Mitsu. Really nice play from Fenneks there, but Tech is back on sniper. He's taken 2.
Oh my god.
That's 2 flanked down. GF18 takes him down before he can make it any worse. But now there's a soldier on Skeege, and Skeege is in trouble. Nice pipe from Rib to defend his medic. 4v4 right now, and maybe Fenneks can do it. This is a couple of strong plays right there. Epsilon want to go over spawn advantage, but they're kind of stuck on that cliff, and Fenneks have to be able to stabilize.
This is the situation we really want to see from Fenneks, like them just holding the point like this and not letting them go forward and get those picks. But right now, Epsilon are pushing. They know that Fenneks doesn't have the Uber, so they're pushing right off the bat here.
Skeege's like dipping in and out of Tech's sightline. It's really nerve-wracking. Now Rib's slightly far forward. Rib might be in trouble. Skeege's going to show himself to save his demo man, but Rib will go down anyway. And this fighting's really scattered. Skeege is on 85% behind the point. There's a scout on him though. They need to save Skeege. Skeege is on 15 health but 95% Uber. Meanwhile, Kalari's stopped the rest of the Epsilon team coming forward, just being that distraction. In comes Tech though with a headshot. Skeege just needs people to stay alive right now. He's scout so far away from me. He's still on 96%. And there's 1 minute left. Skeege and Rib have to block this point with the Uber. Rib's going to jump with the Uber. If he will get on and block for point, it's so close. Nox is going to pop up. Rib gets a kill on Tech, and that's pretty nice. Rib is doing some nice damage right now. If these spawners can come in, Skeege is going to try and surf away, but it will go down. The spawners need to arrive. Here comes Kalari. Here comes Salmon as well, but they're both going to be cleaned up. Valiant last effort there from Fenneks, but Epsilon just too strong.
Yeah, it was. There were some good encounters for Fenneks, but it just didn't seem to hold their ground. At one point, you even saw GF18 try to bust and basher up to the enemy Epsilon's house, where he thought Tech was going to be, but he found no one, and instead he just bled almost to death.
Yeah, I'm like that last bit, that bit where Skeege went down to really low health. Like at that point when Skeege was on really low health, they should have all just stayed with Skeege. Remember I think it was the round before where Epsilon like gave up the point for all of 2 seconds while they waited for them to have Uber and then burst out onto them. Like if Fenneks had just repeated that, like that would have been a hold for sure, as long as they converted for frags.
Yeah.
But instead they just got all scattered, and Skeege is running around on 96%, and in the end Rib has to Rib did really well with that solo Uber, but he's still a solo Uber against, a whole team.
And to note as well, like Tech was a big playmaker in that game. Like he constantly managed to get like 2 people or 3 people for his own life before. Like it was just like constantly exchanging in positive rates for Epsilon with Tech on sniper, and it really helped them out.
Yeah, just looking at the logs right now, Mike top damaging. Out-damaging both for demo men, going 31 and 14. Hitting like 480 damage a minute, both demo men and like in between 415 and 455. Pretty much even. Kalari put some nice damage, but he did also go 6 for 18. Not really... not really converting anything there.
No, I didn't see much from Walters in this game.
Yeah, Walters was bottom of the damage. Joint with Tech, but obviously Tech was sniping for the vast majority of that.
Tech did get a lot
7
of
minutes. Well, he got all these frags like in a spree as well, so it really helped. You know, completely stunt pushes that they tried.
Completely just amputating Fennex's push here.